Today you will learn about Anna Bertoldi. She will turn 50 next year, but her physical and biological ages are so different that people are literally lost. Some do not believe, others are looking for secret procedures or genetics, but the reality is simpler and more interesting. Her youth is based not on one factor, but on a system of daily decisions. Anna does not live in a strict diet or trendy biohacking regime. She doesn't follow trends or experiment with her life. Her approach is extremely simple and therefore sustainable. She has created a lifestyle around herself in which the body constantly receives the same signal. It is possible to age more slowly if you do not overload the system and give it stable conditions for recovery. Watch the video to the end to find out her main secrets of youth. So, let's get started. The first thing that Anna's story begins with is nutrition, but not in the format of dieting, calorie counting, or strict restrictions. She has no idea of punishing herself with food or dividing food into good and bad. Her approach is based on another principle: maintaining the stability of the body's internal environment. Anna chooses food not according to fashionable advice, but according to how the body really reacts after eating. Her main guideline is the state after a while. Whether there remains clarity in her head, lightness in her body and steady energy, or heaviness, drowsiness, and inner depression appear. It seems simple, but it is this criterion that is most often ignored. In fact, food for her is not just calories, but the launch of a certain state of the body. One food gives stability, the other causes sudden fluctuations in energy and internal overload. If such overloads are repeated regularly, the body begins to live in a constant recovery mode. When the diet is structured in such a way that there are no sudden spikes in sugar and energy, the body works more smoothly and calmly. It's like an engine without jerks and overheating. Less wear, fewer emergency reactions, and higher recovery efficiency. From the point of view of physiology, this is related to the aging process. Constant surges create microinflammations and overloads of systems that are not immediately felt, but accumulate over the years and affect blood vessels, skin, and hormonal balance. Anna came to this not through theory, but through self-observation. Her simple principle is that food should provide energy that persists, not disappears after a couple of hours. But nutrition is only the foundation. The real effect begins where the movement is connected. Anna spends a lot of time walking. And this is not a sport in the classical sense, not grueling workouts, and not an attempt to burn calories. It's a constant, natural movement built into life. Walking is one of the most underestimated factors of longevity. It gently activates the cardiovascular system, improves the sensitivity of cells to energy, and helps the brain clear itself of information noise. But the most interesting thing is that walking affects not only the body, but also the biochemistry of thinking. During long-term walking, the level of chronic stress decreases, which in modern life has become one of the main accelerators of aging. To put it simply, stress ages not because it is emotionally unpleasant, but because it literally changes the hormonal background and accelerates cell wear. And regular walking is one of the most natural ways to slow down this process. Anna does not struggle with stress. She does not allow it to gain a foothold in the body. And here we come to what often turns out to be a decisive factor, but which is rarely discussed in the context of youth. This is her psychological state. Anna is a person with a stable, positive background of perception of life. And it is important to clarify, this is not about naive optimism and not about trying to think only well. It's about a deeper skill, not getting stuck in negative states. Many people age faster not because of food or lack of exercise, but because of constant internal tension, anxiety, discontent, comparing themselves with others, feeling a lack of time and energy. This condition is supported by low-intensity chronic stress. It doesn't feel like a disaster, but it works 24 hours a day. Anna has developed a habit of switching. She does not dramatize events, does not intensify internal conflicts, and does not live in a constant self-critical dialogue. This creates an important effect. The nervous system gets more recovery periods even during a typical day. Namely, recovery is the main mechanism for slowing down aging. And here comes another element that is often underestimated: her husband's support. At first glance, it sounds simple, even mundane. But in the context of longevity, this has a much deeper meaning. Constant, stable, secure relationships reduce the level of basic anxiety. When a person feels emotionally supported, his body stops living in a mode of hidden mobilization. He doesn't have to constantly prepare for stress, defend himself, or hold his own. And this directly affects hormonal balance, sleep quality, tissue repair rate, and even the immune system. One could say this: a supportive relationship is a biological safety signal, and the state of security is one of the most powerful anti-age factors that exists at all. If you put everything together, the picture becomes very clear. Anna doesn't do anything extraordinary, but she has consistently removed from her life what accelerates aging and strengthened what supports recovery. A power supply that does not overload the system. A movement that does not destroy but stabilizes. Psychological state without chronic stress. And an emotional environment where there is a sense of support and security. Each of these elements by itself does not look like a secret of youth, but in combination they create an effect that is perceived from the outside as almost impossible. It is important to understand the main conclusion. Youth is not the absence of age. This is the rate at which the body loses and regains balance. And for most people, the problem is not that they are aging, but that they live in a constant overload mode, where recovery simply cannot keep up with the damage. The story of Anna Bertoldi shows a very simple thing. The body does not require ideal conditions. It requires stability. And if you look at her lifestyle carefully, you will see not a set of strict rules, but a system of gentle, repetitive habits that create the same environment day after day. An environment in which aging slows down naturally. And perhaps the most important question that remains after this story is not what makes it special, but what of your daily lifestyle imperceptibly speeds up time for you. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video, which has now appeared on your screen.